Group dynamics. As a tennis teacher, tennis coach, you have to have group dynamic skills. I just wrote down 10. Safety first. That's not one of the 10, but just safety first. With group dynamics, I would recommend to wear a whistle. And everyone stops and listens when you blow the whistle. You have to know names. You have to use names. Names are for safety. You have to start with action. Maybe it's a rainy day situation and you just have one indoor gymnasium and it's a matter of just having people jog around the gymnasium, going up and back from one side of the gym to the other. With court situations, maybe you only have one tennis court, or it rains and you only have 3 indoor courts and it's a camp and you are outside on outdoor tennis courts. Just by having people run around the net post, the next thing is find out whether you have an odd or even number. Group dynamics is a buddy system. If you have people just quickly with action shake hands and everybody can only shake hands with one person and one person is left out, you know if you're the one coach, 20 on 1, you have to, I should say 19 on 1, there's an odd number, you have to be the 20th. With you have to position yourself where you can see the whole group. With group dynamic skills, it's like you have eyes in the back of your head. Your voice, you can't be shy. You have to project. You have to have a group dynamic voice. Your command, you have to be in charge. Using space. Say, for example, if you just have one tennis court, you can take each corner, and then you could create stations. So I have that down, just station training. With a group of, say, 12 going to this one corner of a tennis court and sitting in a U-shape looking forward at one speaker. And then from there you could be creative and say, okay, now we're going to have the students be the speakers. And you're going to challenge them to say, okay, tell me about the forehand, tell me about the backhand. You have 7,200 square feet with the tennis court. So how do you use space? Spread people out. And one of the segments, we have people doing different things on the court with exercises. That would be station training. We have people hitting east and west. The last thing I wrote down is to have a system. That's one of the beauties of having a systematic approach to teaching tennis is it goes pretty smoothly when all of a sudden, gee, you have a lot of players on one court. A couple other things. Think on your feet. With getting one exercise, I mean, just to start with serves. Then you can look around and see how many people you have. It's a solo drill. And then from there, once you have one activity, one task underway, then you can create another. Let me say this as experience. Experience, it's often said, is the best teacher. When it comes down to group dynamic skills, you have to every day juggle variables. I often say you can only wing it if you've wung it. And you cannot wing it if you haven't wung it. Too many times what happens is people just go out and they're just winging it. They're making the lesson up as they go along. But anyway, those are a few thoughts on having group dynamic skills.